Okay, this is Dr. Cool Autofix. What do you do to your car AC system when you experience black death? Sit back, relax. In today's breaking news and episode, I'm gonna be telling you exactly the steps and procedure you're gonna use to get it back. I'll be right back. Okay, in today's breaking news, we got a Toyota Highlander 2004 model that experienced a black death. You can see it right here as it's reacting very, very terribly as I'm trying to arrest the situation. If you want to know how I got on with this compressor, if I get it back, you might want to subscribe to my channel, right? And it's absolutely free. You can unsubscribe anytime that you change your mind, all right? So, with that said, a real question is, what do you do to it if you encounter this kind of situation? Now, let me explain something you have to understand. The reaction you're seeing right here on the screen is because the acidic content that is reacting right inside this very compressor right now is getting oxygen. You heard me right. We met it where there is no any exposure to atmospheric condition. Look at what it did to clean water that we dip it into. So, and I've come across most of them who have a very severe leaks before, and those leak exposes them to atmospheric oxygens that they reacted to, so they quickly eat up the metal, the aluminum that this very compressor bell housing is being made up of, these cylinder walls. So here, I am actually the one that opened the system. I'm the one who opened this compressor and tore it apart so we can take a look at it and arrest the situation. And thank God we did. So in your own case, if you did open it for the first time and you seen all those kind of gunk and you started seeing smoke right inside it, I'm gonna be teaching you on another episode on how to be able to restore that very compressor. You have 80% chance of restoring it back. I've done it before, but for this very car here, since I'm actually giving the customer a warranty, I wouldn't be reusing this compressor for this very system. It's not that it's not going to work, it's absolutely going to work. All right, it's absolutely going to work because I inspected most of the components that of this very AC compressor and none of them is damaged. So this is the right procedure of restoring this. So stay tuned and watch. The cool auto fix today, we're gonna be losing out this dashboard. And what's the process of losing it out? This is a Highlander, Toyota Highlander 2004 model. It's pretty much the same thing down to 2006 model. And I tell you what, this is one of the most simplest dashboard I've ever removed. So if you have a problem that you're gonna be needing to replace your heater core or evaporator core like this one here, then stay tuned because I'm gonna be teaching you step-by-step procedure how you're gonna remove it today. Now the first thing you're gonna be removing is the trim that is here. Just ply it out and you get it out. Then this one, you're gonna apply the infotainment system here, the climatronics climate control system. You apply it out, then after applying it out, the other one is being secured by 10 10 10 bolts. Did you get that? 10 10 10 10. Just sing like I sing. Then you have a screw here that should be also, yeah, sort of 10 or something. Then when you get that out, okay, the next one you want to do here is want to pry this one here out. Want to pry this one, pry from here, pry from the other side, and there is no any screw holding here. Then you want to pry this one too. After prying this one, pry this one, then you have some screw that is holding this upper side here. You have to lose the 2 of them. Then after that, you're exposed to 4 screws that are holding the cluster gauge. Then you lose it, disconnect the wiring harness. I hope you're catching up very fast. Then you have this thing right here for the OBD dongle and the trunk lift. Hey, put that trunk lift cable right there, connected well. Then connect that wiring harness. Okay. So when you lose that out, then you're exposed to this very metal chassis here, which is being secured by 4 10mm bolts. When you lose them down, at the extreme end of the dashboard, there is a 10 somewhere here. Lose that out too. Look for it there. So there is another 10mm somewhere here. You can see, right? Okay. Now don't bother about losing this one because it's not going to come outside completely, except you have to. When you lose it, there is a hook holding it here. Another one here. You have to actually remove the hinge to actually get your hands across that place. What about here? No problem. Now there is something you're gonna be doing while you need to open here. You need to lose out a 12mm that's holding the airbag in place, and that is it right there. When you lose that one out, then this dashboard is ready to come down. All right, it's ready to come down. One more thing before you go, you are not going anywhere in as much as you want to lose this dashboard. Now from there, you're gonna proceed into loosening this one. You ply this one open, ply this one. There is a cover here, a cover that cover that that have the charger and whatsoever. So you're gonna ply it backward. When you ply it, then you have to disconnect the wiring harness and sockets that actually connects to it. After plying it, you have one screw here, another screw up here. You lose those screws, you keep them separate, right? Don't bother about loosening these other flashy ones you see in here. They are not gonna be a problem. Then you wanna lose 2 10 bolts that are holding it down there. They wanna lose 2 more. One here and one on the other side. But once you're done losing that, then you want to pull this center console backward, pull it back. When you pull it back, then you're going to be exposed with 10 bolts that hold it in place here. You have a hex. Another one, also the same thing here. What you do to the other guy, do it to the other guy. So there's going to be happiness. The happiness is going to be complete. So as soon as you lose that out, then, and you pull this one back, pull it back completely. You want to press this button here so you can be able to adjust this shifting knob. When you adjust it, then you can get this one completely out. Then what next you want to do here is you have 4 bolts. You have 2 bolts that is holding this steering in place underneath 12mm, one from the right side, one from the left side. You lose that out, then you have two nuts, 12mm also downside where the shaft to this very steering here is connected. So you lose those 2 out. Those are the 4. You have 2 bolts, 2 nuts. They are all 12mm. All right. So when you lose them down, then this steering should come down here. Then when you're done with those ones, then you can pull this dashboard out. This dashboard is ready to come out. Any other information which you need concerning the frame loosening there is embedded inside the video. You're gonna come out after loosening those. You have to lose out this very trim here that covers this airbag. You pull it out. When you pull it out, you're gonna find some flat screw to ply the end of that very junction that actually hold it right there. Let me show you something like this. You want to ply it out. When you ply it out, then you can unsocket it from here. Then it's gonna give the dashboard a chance to come down, right? Okay guys, we got a project here of a little big problem. And the problem we have here is this system entirely have a bad day, and so it decided to start throwing a lot of tantrums. So we've taken out the dashboard, so we still have to remove this frame here. Sorry, we couldn't cover all of them because it's quite a lot of time, and this is actually the first time we are pulling a dashboard out for this very model, this Highlander 2004 model. So it's not an easy thing, and we can actually capture all of them. So I think the few tips which you can actually give you guys is it's not so hard. After when you drop the dashboard, remove the center console first before you can remove the dashboard. Then after removing dashboard, then you meet with this frame here, held in place by 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. Then you have more 12 over there. Then pretty much I think you're gonna be taking this one off too. Then go ahead and take it off. 12 with a long extension so you don't break the windscreen. So when we get that one out, we still have 12 over there. Then we have to remove these circuit board that you can see here, these relay fuses here. So the only thing which I'm gonna tell you guys differently from this episode is know your onions before trying to attempt to dive down here. Even if you're doing it as a DIY, well, may the speed be with you. So for this very thing here, let me show you around. I think this should captured it previously. You can see the dashboard up here. We drop it on top of the car, and this is the compressor that I experienced a black death, the terrible one right there. You can see how it messed up pretty much everything. You can see this one here where we put it where we can actually be able to see if we can be able to clean it up to become good again, to decontaminate it. So pretty much we're going to be changing a lot of things. You can see the condenser down here. This is the radiator and this is the condenser. So you can see the seat throwing tantrums right there. So but we're not going to be reusing this one. We're going to be replacing it as much as replacing the compressor. This is some of the parts. You can see the desiccant dryer right here is completely stiffed. We tried to filter it as much as possible, but it couldn't hold it, so it's seriously kicked. So this pipe right here, we're gonna be needing to get it down. That's why I'm gonna be removing the blower motor, which is this guy right here. Yeah, it goes up those 12 too. So this one is being secured by 10 here, and have some screw here. I have the blender motor actuator here, and after that this one should be coming right up. When it comes down, then we have the expansion valve right there. Then the evaporator is gonna be somewhere down there. These two things, you're gonna lose it, and when you lose it, you put back the 10 back right in place so you don't forget it. So know your onions before getting down here. If I tell you that it's easy, it's a very big lie, guys. Yeah, so you don't say that I didn't tell you before you start diving into here. Before I start losing this dashboard right here, I have lost tons and tons of dashboard for different car makes and model. Mercedes, Lexus, now here Toyota, Peugeot, VW, you name them, a lot of them. So, and for this very 2004 model, there are too many wires that's attached to that very damn dashboard right there. So it's not laid on top like you can see in some other Lexus. I did recollect there is a customer that called us to come and fix up a car that the wiring has been butchered. You know, I was actually thinking of how I'm going to be able to recollect where all those wire goes. You know, for each of the modules there are ripped apart. Some of them were really chopped off. So here, that one is 2005 model. I can be able to recollect vividly. The control module is there, the electronics control module is there, and this wire that run right here, I can pretty much say if it is still there as intact as it's supposed to be. There are a lot of wire missing down there, which I would have I was trying to actually find where the right connection is coming from, and I couldn't capture it. So it's gonna be on next episode where I'm gonna be showing you guys the wiring is totally messed up. They were trying to convert it from from the electronics throttle system to drive by wire, so they really got it messed up. So in this very one right here, I'm pretty much sure that we're gonna get things under control here, because I've told you things which you're gonna be replacing. We're gonna be replacing the compressor, the condenser, and the evaporator because of how terrible it really affected the system. And we are on the process already. So what we're gonna be doing right now is to get this frame out, and to get that frame out, I've loosened this one here out. So losing this one out, I say you should tie that thing back here. Tie that thing back here. So sometimes when you're losing a lot of things like that, you need to actually tie them back in place. Now here, since we're losing that 12, we're also gonna be, there is another 12 we're gonna be losing here, because this frame here is what is holding this steering. So we're gonna be losing this steering down from this very place. So lose this guy here. So okay, get that bolt, get that nut, and tie it in place. Okay, so now we're gonna be looking for every other system that is connected. Like here, I think the previous guys who have loosed this before didn't even fit the brake pedal very well. So you can see somewhere here it was actually getting out of the notch. So but since we are already doing this, we're gonna be trying to refit it back the way it is. So right now, gonna be attempting to get this down, but it's still strong. So since it's strong, there is an indicative that some of the hooks that we're holding right now. No. Okay, that's another thing right here. Since this the 12 is holding, 4 of them is holding from this gear, so we might have to lose it so that this one can be free. Come on, use your 2 hands on top. You're not holding it in a perfect position. Okay. Okay. Go ahead. Come on, go ahead. Okay. Okay. Now you're gonna be getting this guy out here. I think this thing is pretty bad. It shouldn't be that very simple when you know, changing the gear thing, because it can actually get off and yes, then you go on looking for it. So let's attempt to pull it up. Hey, wait. Find something to smack it a little bit. Smack it from here. Yeah. Damn, almost. Okay. The brake, you can see the shifter right now. You can keep this at home while you use it to drive the car. How about that, huh? Okay, so because all this engineering of the mechanism is just for this cable right here to be pulled and pulled, so that's how it changes. Okay, so right now you can see as we lose it immediately separated, the both of them separated. So now it's pretty much dancing.
Hang on.
Okay, you still got some other 12 around that place. That's 14 right there. Okay guys, so that's pretty much it. As soon as this frame should come down right now, then we're diving right in here into where the evaporator is, which is the main reason why we're actually doing this whole job today. So I'm gonna be assisting with one hand so the job will move on faster. Okay, this bad guy is already dropping. That's another one here, and that is just a screw, a Phillips screw. Phillips screw. That's it here. I told you whenever it's long you use a short one, whenever it's short you use a long one. You want to break the windshield. Okay, this one is coming off right away. See, here we go. Come on, stop playing tantrums. Okay, here this one, that's the wire for the wiring harness for the blower model. You can see the filter right here. So I'm gonna put this back, put this at the back seat where we put the brothers and sisters. Okay, pretty much here have a lot of so here right now I'm gonna be disconnecting this. This should be some sort of Allen key which you're gonna be using to lose that up. Okay. Okay, can you hear the clunking noise of that guy right there? Get me that Allen key. Let me get to lose this
Let me see.
expansion valve. Allen key.
Let me see. Let me know the one to press.
Allen key. Hex. T25. So guys, we're still on it. The show hasn't ended yet. Let me get to be losing this one too. So it's all 10. Just 10. The owner told me that they have replaced this evaporator like twice. Pretty much I'm pitting him, so I couldn't charge him really much because okay.
Relax.
Come on, lose that shit completely. I don't have all day. Actually I do.
You do.
Go on. He's trying to lose out the brake pedal. That's where the brake pedal is actually attached to this frame here. That's holding the dashboard in place as much as the airbag. So it's not losing out completely, right? Because it's not meant to be losing out completely.
Oh, I've seen it.
Look, it's down.
Good God.
I've got it out.
The glass.
Yeah, I know, I'm minding the glass. Be careful. Okay, gently move it out. Okay, here we go. So this is the bolts we've been trying, the ship and the bolt we've been trying to lose out, right? He actually lose it out completely, but he didn't know how to pull it because this is his first time. Yeah, that is his first time. Okay, so here you can see this guy shaking right now. He really want to rock with me. So where is the
Allen key.
okay, so like I said, I think that's supposed to be 25. Are you serious? Oh, it's not, it's actually 4mm, not even, it's actually 4mm. Not a T40. I made a mistake, not T25. Hurry up. So let's not get this one out right now. Then we'll pretty much, yeah, that's more like it. Lose it out because there's a lot of black bed activity right here. Now this is actually not the right one. I'm supposed to use the normal 4mm Allen key because here is kind of stuck with this kind of big-headed guy here that's as big as mine, but not a blockhead. Lose this one out. Okay, she's out. She's out. Okay, the other one still needs some little touch, little foreplay. You know what I think guys know about foreplay, huh? Okay, so this is the pipe that actually extends to the outside side. So I'm gonna pull it, wiggle it, and the expansion valve is out. Now, based on my own budget, I've actually budgeted I'm gonna be replacing this, so I won't be coming this whole long distance and saving it. Because you know the reason why? I don't want this black bed to come back. Let me show you something about this one here. You can see the activity right inside how terrible it looks. But looking at it here, we can actually see that it didn't actually affect the inside. But you know what? I don't trust the system because actually giving the owner a warranty, a guarantee that when we fix this, it's done. So I didn't come all the way here to come and look at it and start saying that I'm going back. No. So we're gonna be dropping it. Yeah, you're right, we're gonna be dropping it. So I'm gonna lock that so you can see we have a new evaporator here, which you take out from this very, here, so you can see the thermistor that sends signal to the ECU, the climatronics, and the main reason why we're replacing this is because we don't want any contamination back inside the system. So we're setting the system up as fresh. We're not hoping on seeing any problem with this AC system anytime soon. So that's the heater core right there. Two of these merged together, and that's the brand new one, and that's the one that we removed from there. So I won't be covering this, but technically speaking, I'm gonna be putting it back in place, and this is how far I can be able to go right now. I'm gonna give you guys feedback later, but definitely this is not the first time I'm doing this kind of job, so I'm pretty much gonna get it done very well and done correctly, regardless of how messy the whole place is looking right now. That's why I advise you guys that if you have not done this before, I don't advise you to do it, because it's a lot of complexity of both wirings and different kinds of things you're going to lose out there. You're going to lose down there. So that's pretty much all I'm gonna say for this very moment, and thank you guys for coming around to my channel. I hope you find this information which I left here very useful and informative. If so, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Gotta catch you guys later. This is Dr. Cool Auto Fix. Bye for now. Bye bye.